Class of 2024, please be seated.
Good evening. My name is Ana Ramirez, and I'm the Student Government President. On behalf of the student body, we would like to welcome you to the 2024 Charlotte High School Commencement Ceremony. Congrats, class of 2024! Through your hard work, you have succeeded and are ready to take on the next step in your life. Wherever you go, never forget Charlotte High and your Tarpon pride. Tonight is a special celebration for all of the graduates and their families. We understand the Tarpon spirit within all of us, but in order to provide equal recognition for all graduates, we ask that you please hold your applause until the end of the ceremony. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the ceremony.
Good evening. I am Sophie Hanson, Vice President of the Class of 2024. Would everyone who is seated please rise for a moment of silence for those members of the class who are no longer with us? Thank you. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance, the singing of the national anthem, and the retirement of the class flag and colors. Parade the colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now the chorus and the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red-glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening. I am Daniel Robinson, President of the Class of 2024. Mrs. Talon, we, the officers of the Class of 2024, do hereby retire our flag and present it to be hung in the atrium for posterity. Would everyone please remain standing until the colors are retired?
Just wait a minute. Okay.
You tell Daniel when you want to talk. Miss Talent, can we?
You go ahead.
Please be seated.
Come on, Daniel.
School board members, Superintendent Vianello, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, families, friends, and honored graduates of the class of 2024. Welcome to Charlotte High School's commencement ceremony. It is my privilege to be here tonight as your principal of Charlotte High School. To our guests, thank you for joining us and for providing the support and guidance that has fostered the success of these fine young men and women. They made it together as friends, as a family, focused on making Charlotte High a school in which they took pride. I would like to begin by recognizing some special guests present with us tonight. Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Mark Vianello. School Board Chair, Mrs. Kara Reynolds. School Board Vice Chair, Mr. John LeClaire. School Board Member, Mrs. Kim Amantri. School Board Member, Mrs. Wendy Atkinson. School Board Member, Mr. Robert Seeger. We also have Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Bob Bedford. Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Mike Deschardins. Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Jeff Harvey. Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Adrian McElroy. One of our traditions at Charlotte High is to recognize our past Tarpon graduates. If you are a CH former graduate and are in the audience, would you please stand? Thank you for coming back to share this wonderful occasion with us. Thank you all for joining us this evening to celebrate a truly exceptional group, the graduating class of 2024. I would like to take a moment to thank Charlotte County Sports Park and Jill Boyd for allowing us to hold our graduation here, and our senior class sponsors, Jamie Eister and Karen Smith, for all their hard work this year as our senior class sponsors. I would like to thank our senior guidance counselors, Amy Perkey and Camila Goodman, for all their hard work. I would also like to thank Amanda Armenio and Tommy Pericles for all their work behind the scenes and the technology support and live streaming of our graduation for family and friends unable to make it in person this evening. Also, thank you to Port Charlotte High School for all their collaboration and support in helping making this evening successful and memorable. And finally, I would like to thank our Charlotte staff volunteers, admin team, and the Charlotte County Sheriff's Department for helping make this evening so special for our graduates. I would now like to introduce our student speakers. Daniel Robinson, our senior class president, and 2024 senior class member, Megan Langens.
Good evening, graduates, families, and friends. My name is Daniel Robinson. I'm the senior class president, and I'm honored to speak before you all today. Creating this speech was one of the most challenging tasks I've had the pleasure to do. Not knowing where to start, I looked for guidance. So like any teenager, I went to Aristotle for advice. It was here where I found his 4 cardinal virtues. He believed that courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom are the foundations of a moral life and human happiness, which is ultimately the goal for our futures. Reflecting back, Charlotte High has instilled these 4 virtues in us since our first steps on campus. It began with our freshman year, where the first virtue was instilled, courage. Think back to a more naive version of ourselves. Consider our first test of courage. Freshman orientation and open house, when we had no clue what building we were in, what our schedules would be, where we would eat, and with who, and we refused to go unless we were with our friends. We had no idea what was in store for us, and we knew even less about who the Smiths were or why upperclassmen talked about them like they were the boogeymen, or why we needed to avoid first floor H hallway, Mrs. Bovey and Mr. Robinson. With a campus as big as ours, we had to be courageous freshman year to succeed academically and socially. We had to break out of our comfort zone till eventually this new place became normal, like a second home. We became comfortable here and we started to have fun because we believed there was nothing to worry about freshman year. The virtues continued sophomore year, where the virtue instilled was justice. Reality of high school finally hit us this year when we began listening to our teachers. Sophomore year takes a completely different turn. Classes were serious now. We realized they mattered and counted for graduation requirements. Teachers stopped giving us the benefit of the doubt because we weren't freshmen. They expected us to know better. They expected us to grow up. We started to feel the actual pressure of sophomore year. We had to start studying. Our demeanor had to completely change in order to survive. We began to feel the consequences of our actions. If we didn't study, we'd fail. If we didn't listen, we'd be in ISS. That's when we realized we had to start hearing our teachers. We had realized that our decisions were ours now. No one was holding our hand anymore. We learned that justice was our future being put into our own hands, that we decide our own destiny. Thinking we had high school handled, junior year rolled around. Once justice was served, we were handed temperance alongside our licenses. We learned we needed to know how to self-regulate our wants and needs. Experiencing the sophomore slump was terrible, but the jump to junior year might have been one of our biggest lessons. With the pressure to keep our grades up for college applications, most of us starting to work, juggling clubs and athletics, alongside maintaining a social life, everything compiled on each other. We had to prioritize what was important to us and had to prioritize our academic and social lives. Charlotte High taught us that there's an important balance between Friday night lights and Monday morning tests. Giving us the space to fail and the tools to fix our failures, it's almost as if our teachers knew what they were doing. The guidance from our teachers established the 4th and final virtue, wisdom. We have all used these virtues to guide us for our next step in life. We all know if we're going to college, into the military, the workforce, or even knowing you need to take a gap year to figure out what your next step will look like. We have all shown great wisdom in understanding what our next step needs to be going forward. With that being said, I want each and every one of you to take these virtues with you to guide you through the next phases of our lives. Take these virtues alongside one of the best pieces of advice I've ever heard from my favorite artist, J. Cole. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Charlotte High has given us these virtues to prepare us for our futures. And it can look however we want it to look. Don't compare yourself to others. Each and every one of us will achieve our own success at our own pace according to our own definition of success. You can only ever truly be happy once you learn to love yours. I couldn't be any more happier to be Charlotte High Senior Class President. Congratulations, Class of 2024. Who could ask for more?
Good evening, fellow graduates, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, and all our family and friends who have come here to celebrate this powerful evening with us. It is my immense pleasure to stand here and address our class, a class who has brought me so much joy and fulfillment through my 3 years here at Charlotte. For the most part, we have spent the last 12 years together, waiting, yearning for this day to arrive, and finally, the waiting has come to an end. Bittersweet, isn't it? On the one hand, there's life waiting for us, ready for us to follow our own paths, make our own decisions, ready for us to experience new things, and for us to be our own people. But on the other hand, there's life waiting for us, like a lion stalking its prey, eager for the perfect moment to strike. Life has no safety net, and I bet all of us are at least a little bit scared of what we're going to encounter. Tonight, after we leave this stadium, we will never see each other again. Some of us are crazy enough to go to college and endure another 4+ years of studying and stress. Some of us will spend the rest of our lives following orders, being screamed at, and risking our lives every day in the military. The rest of us are going to go straight into the workforce, working long, monotonous days for the rest of our lives. Notice how every option I just presented sounds horrible? Now what if I word it like this? Tonight, after we leave this stadium, we will go our separate ways. Some of us will continue our academic endeavors and go to college, ready to satiate our hunger for more knowledge, pushing ourselves to the limit and becoming the next doctors, lawyers, teachers, and so on. Some of us are going to defend our country and protect our flag's honor by joining the military, putting their lives on the line in order to ensure our freedom, becoming the next generation of heroes our kids will look up to. The rest of us are going to fill in the gaps of the ever-growing labor shortage, starting to grow our careers into something potentially massive. We are the future. The journey will not be easy, but through the wonders of technology, we will be able to stay connected through all of it, supporting each other through thick and thin. The second version was a lot better, wasn't it? Life is all about perspectives. If we always focus on the negatives, dark clouds will rule our lives. We will not get anything done and will not succeed. However, if we focus on the positives, the light in our world, we can grow. We can flourish into the successful people our teachers, parents, coaches, and peers all know we can be. Our high school careers have been different from those of our parents. We have gone through a global pandemic, multiple hurricanes, numerous historic events, and more. Instead of looking at these as hinderings, I encourage you to see them as victories, to see them as proof that we, the CHS class of 2024, are resilient, powerful, and dedicated individuals. We are capable of overcoming every challenge the world throws at us. So don't give up just because someone told you you were the victim. Show them that you are in fact the hero of the story. Show them that no matter what the world throws at us, we will push through because we are Tarpons, and this doesn't stop when we leave Charlotte High. We will continue the Tarpon legacy wherever we go, and we'll never forget those who have paved the way for us to be here today. As we cross the stage for the final time as the class of 2024, I want to remind you of a few words we should all live by, words that embody the very values I discussed today. Tarpons have mojo, motivation for success, ownership of our actions, journey through education, and optimism for the future. Be the reason someone smiles today and make it a great day or not. That choice is always yours. Thanks, have a great day, and choose wisely.
Congratulations, graduates. You probably have been waiting forever for today, this very special moment in your life. But here it is, your high school graduation. Every graduating class has its unique traits, but none have faced the challenges quite like yours. Remember back in 8th grade when the world suddenly shifted to online learning due to the pandemic? This wasn't just a minor hiccup. It reshaped your lives overnight. Then as freshmen, some of you came back to these halls, masks and all, while others navigated through computer screens at home. Just as we thought we were emerging from one storm, another struck. Hurricane Ian, testing your resolve, and again, during your junior year. Through these trials, you didn't just persevere, you thrived. This resilience, this incredible ability to rebound and keep pushing forward is what sets you apart from other classes. Tonight, we celebrate not just your academic achievements, but your spirit. If any class deserved a year of normalcy, it was yours. The experiences and challenge each of you had to overcome throughout your high school career are more than most. However, you have not allowed these experiences to stop your life from moving forward. You push through with a positive attitude and determination to succeed. Here are many of your accomplishments that we celebrate this evening. This class helped win a record 14 district championships, broke several school records, and now has quite a few state champions. Your class has collectively volunteered over 148,000 hours in our community. 105 of you have an unweighted GPA of 3.5 or higher. Our student athletes had an overall GPA average of 3.45. Your class's average GPA is 3.27. 78 of you earned the scholar designation, certifying that you are college ready in all academic areas. 184 of you earned the industry scholar designation, meaning you earned at least one industry certification in addition to your high school diploma. 17 of you earned an ACE diploma. 7 of you earned an AA degree. You collectively earned 1,591 college credits with a total savings to your families of $114,520. Our band, for the very first time in our school's nearly 100-year history, received a superior rating at the state level and earned the prestigious Otto J. Kraschauer Award. And 13 of you have already enlisted in the military. 8 of you are going to the Marines, 3 to the Army, and 2 are enlisting in the Navy. These are just some of your amazing accomplishments. Please join me in a round of applause to celebrate this class's achievements. Earlier this school year, I was watching the Powder Puff football game and couldn't help but feel excited about seeing how much fun all of you were having. A senior parent mentioned to me, "It's good, clean fun," a comment that has resonated with me throughout the year as I witness your class continuously engaging in positive and enjoyable experiences. From the spirited Powder Puff games to the unforgettable senior events, your participation in various activities such as sports, band performances, choir recitals, theater productions, mock trial competitions, ROTC events, and even a World Robotics Championship has truly made this year remarkable. Your school spirit, combined with your willingness to participate in events like our pep rallies, the competitions like your epic win in the tug-of-war battle that you easily won, did not go unnoticed. Your energy and enthusiasm were a joy to witness, and it's moments like these that make being your principal so rewarding. One of my favorite memories from this school year was when our SGA had the entire school play a day-long game of rock, paper, scissors. Yep. I was feeling pretty confident as I sauntered to the cafeteria with my collection of beaded necklaces hanging proudly around my neck. Students started to challenge me. "Mrs. Talon, play me." And then I spotted out of the corner of my eye a young lady who had twice the amount of beads as me. And I went over to her and I challenged her to a game. And she said, "But what if I lose? I'll lose all my beads." And I said, "But what if you win? You're gonna get all mine." Within seconds, I lost all my beads. And she screamed that she couldn't believe she actually won. I'm still having nightmares about that. As you navigate through life, taking risks and seizing opportunities can lead to incredible rewards. It's essential to embrace new challenges and step out of your comfort zone, knowing that growth often comes from moments of uncertainty. Throughout our lives, we often receive unsolicited advice from those around us. Recently, I took some time to reflect on the most valuable lessons I have learned in my life and what I would consider crucial to my 18-year-old self. And because I have you as a captive audience, I'm going to completely take advantage of it and share what stands out to me. This, right now, is your life. There is no take two. There is no do-over. Don't let life pass you by. Be the driver of your life. You are in charge of your life's plan, and that makes you the most powerful person in your life. Life doesn't have a rewind button. Live every moment fully. Look up from your technology. Engage with the world. Smile at strangers and make new friends. Listen before you speak. You'll be amazed at what you learn. Be kind to everyone you meet because you never know what battles they may be facing. Be positive. There's already enough negativity in the world. Have integrity in everything you do, and people will learn to count on you. Stay organized. Dive into your passions. Get involved and keep asking questions. Choose your friends wisely. They help shape your future. Strive to get better at everything you do. A strong work ethic shows people you're not afraid of hard work. Abraham Lincoln said, "I will prepare someday, my chance will come." Find joy outside of work and school and live a well-balanced life. Keep close with your family and cherish your relationships. Life goes by in the blink of an eye, and you don't want to live with any regrets. Make good choices so you can have the best life possible and accomplish all your dreams. Be a good human. Good humans make our world a better and brighter place to be. Take advantage of opportunities that arise. You never know where they might take you and what path they will lead to. Stephen Covey once said, "Effective people are not problem-minded. They're opportunity-minded. They feed opportunities and starve problems. Follow your passion even if the choices you make seem unconventional to others. Mike Gillette said, "Live your life in such a way that if you weren't you and you were to meet you, you would want to be you." Follow our Tarpon motto, do what's right, do your best, and treat others the way you want to be treated. And remember, once a Tarpon, always a Tarpon. You can always come back to visit us and let us know what is going on in your life. Remember, we're cheering you on back at Charlotte High. Congratulations to Charlotte High School's class of 2024 on reaching this momentous milestone. Mr. Vianello, as principal of Charlotte High School, under the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and the school board of Charlotte County Public Schools, I present the Charlotte High School class of 2024 as having met the requirements for graduation or certificates of completion.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. As superintendent of Charlotte County Public Schools, under the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and the school board of Charlotte County Public Schools, I accept the Charlotte High School class of 2024 as having met the requirements for graduation or certificates of completion. Congratulations, graduates.
Jocelyn Mariah Abel. Griffin Ryan Adams, magna cum laude. Justin Isaac Adkins. Javier Alexander Albaran, cum laude. Benjamin Michael Albertini. Madison Lee Alderman. Rocco Wade Frank Lee Allison. Ileana Coral Alvarez. Valentina Alvarez Arevalo. Katori Donella Anderson. Hayden Lee Anthony. Helen Arias. Elijah Manuel Arroyo, magna cum laude. Evan Michael Arvello. Shauna Michelle Augello, cum laude. Anne Marie Babler, magna cum laude. Oh my God. Sorry. Ryan Edward Backus. Heaven Gail Bakey. I'm good. Madeline Michelle Bailey. Raven Destiny Bear. Oh, sorry, I'm going too fast now. Olivia Geraldine Baker, cum laude. Robert Antonio Carlton Ball. Caden Bradley Eugene Ballinger. Xavier Bradley Wayne Ballinger, magna cum laude. Hannah Gisela Barron. Justin Raymond Barnes. Aaliyah Jasmine Barrett. Ethan Lee Bastinelli. Macy Ann Buell. Ronald Stephen Beck III, summa cum laude. Sophia Rose Bender, summa cum laude. Alfredo Jesus Benitez Rodriguez. Cassius Alexander Bingham. Braden Julian Bittler. Alexander James Black. Morgan Joanne Black, cum laude. Layson Dustin Blake. Damian Daviel Bloomfield. Dante Jacob Blow. Noah Drake Bredfeld. Savannah Rain Brazilian. Cameron Connor Briggs, magna cum laude. Chloe Rose Brophy. Joshua James Brown. Alicia Nicole Browning. Kylie Ann Browning. Dylan Wade Bruno. Jaden Elizabeth Bruno. Mia Bella Buhait, cum laude. No, it made me cry. Louis Adrian Burgos. Cheyenne Michelle Burrell. Skylar Channing Bazard. Joe Anthony Biasi II. Madison Nicole Byington, summa cum laude. Amari Courtney Bird, cum laude. Annabella Renee Cabrera. Andrew Calderon. Kanye Sydney Callahan, cum laude. Reed William Campbell. Raisa Campos Sousa, cum laude. Leilani Carbajal. Liliana Catherine Carlson, summa cum laude. Rick Edwin Carrillo Harmon. Cecilia Pearl Caracino. Peyton Ann Carroll. Xiomara Noemi Cartagena. Cadence Gavin Carter. Carolina Castillo de Jesus Diaz, cum laude. Lucas Nicole Catchings.
Johanna Lee Sakuda Bolliard. Brooke Alexandra Shamoon, summa cum laude. Carl Vince Lee Charles. Gabriella Rose Charles, magna cum laude. Madison Rose Chasen. Jasmine Bahamina Cho, summa cum laude. Landon Glenn Christensen. Amber Julia Karen Chumley, magna cum laude. Jack Thomas Samato. Sierra Eileen Clark. George Garland Cochran. Veronica Grace Marie Conan, cum laude. Connor Andrew Coppola. Jamil Timir Christian Cornish, cum laude. Elliot Aaron Courtney, summa cum laude. Grace Marie Krigler. James Axel Christina, magna cum laude. Brendan Aaron Kroll, magna cum laude. Jennifer Sarai Cruz Benitez. Charles Joseph Culver, magna cum laude. Tomas Raymond Daguilo. Julia Carmen D'Amico, magna cum laude. Amir Ria Danfora, cum laude. Harrison Peter Dark, summa cum laude. Luke Connor Davis. Zane Alexander Davis. Amir Nehemiah Delson. Robert Wesley Dennison III, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Dino, cum laude. Jared Jeffrey DeFossa. Jackson Claire Desgin. Roman Angelo D'Souza. Charlie DeFortune. Eliana Mylissa Diaz. Jonathan Diaz DeCelli. Shelby Lynn Dougal. Isla Nicole Douglas, magna cum laude. Jada Laureen Downing. Caitlin Marie Duffy, cum laude. Tate Landon Ernest. Faith Joanna Elliott. Ryan Kennedy Endo. Ricardo Espinoza Hernandez. Jaden Scott Estevez. Elena Marie Estramera. Jacob Thomas Evac. Brooke Ashlyn Eister, magna cum laude. Hannah Nicole Faulkner. Vincent Michael Federici. Roland Daniel Benton Frederick Jr. Paris Maria Fernandez. Giovanni Vincenzo Fariolo. Alexandria Morgan Fitzgerald. Mia Montserrat Flores, summa cum laude. John Colby Flowers, cum laude. Robert Cade Flowers, cum laude. Juan Felipe Ferrero Santa. Martha Guadalupe Fraga Huerta. Ramello Lucas Frontal Jr. Esteban Galvez Elzate. Kathy Yuska Lisette Garcia. Suzette Marie Garcia, summa cum laude. Matthew Alexander Gartner. Ethan Zachary Guideman.
Lucy Ann Gentile, cum laude. Merrick Cole George, magna cum laude. Isabella Nicole Jean Caspro. Natalie Marie Gibson. Lena May Giuliano. Christopher William Glennon. Jasmine Michelle Gluck. Emily Rose Gohl, magna cum laude. Rolier Gonzalez. Yadier Gonzalez Feliciano. Macy Taylor Goshorn. Rosalie Reese Goulding. Brianna Claire Grabowski. Hi. Sophia Rose Green. Steele Patrick Griffin. Gabriel Guido. Janelle Annalise Gutierrez. Jeff Ledster Augustin Guzman. Robert Kane Hale. Brady Robert Hall. Anna Amelia Hamiaho, magna cum laude. Hi. Lauren Page Halsey, summa cum laude. Timothy Michael Hancock. Sophie Ann Hansen, summa cum laude. Brian Joseph Hart, magna cum laude. Samuel Thane Hartwig. Audrey Brooke Harvick. Emma Marie Hawes, summa cum laude. Nicholas Alexander Hayes. Miles Garrett William Hazel, summa cum laude. Oliver Anthony Hegarty, summa cum laude. Wyatt Randall Henderson. Christian Turhan Henry. Zachary Bryce Henry. Annalise Marie Hernandez, magna cum laude. Vanelise Isabel Hernandez. Zaristide Hernandez Granado. Brandon David Heron. Ryan Christopher Hare. Pierce Walter Hessler. Dalton Montgomery Hill. Michael Isaiah Hill. Cameron Lynn Holt. Benjamin Timothy Hooker, cum laude. Elijah William Host. Michael David Howard. Seth Alexander Howell. Haley Madison Hewling, magna cum laude. Ava Lee Hall. Chris Honey Hunter, magna cum laude. Jaden Matthew Hutchins. Andrew Joseph Hines. Travis Michael Emick, summa cum laude. Marisol Impalomeni, cum laude. Brennan James Engel. Robert Joseph Irizarry III. Cade Owen Iskra. Carter Benjamin Jackson, magna cum laude. Logan Dean Jackson, cum laude. Sierra Capri Jarrett. Rose Julie Parmela Jean. Michael Barrington Johnson Jr. Sahaya Nicole Johnson Blackiston. Samuel Ross Fowler Johnson, summa cum laude. Camden William Jones, cum laude. Katie Lynn Jones, summa cum laude. Riley William Jones.
Dylan Richard Joseph, cum laude. Nicholas Matthew Justice. John Philip Hamburg, cum laude. Ryan Christopher Kane, cum laude. Peyton Ray Cavaney, magna cum laude. Colin Patrick Keegan, summa cum laude. Nicholas Lorraine Keener. Brady Michael Kellner. Christina Grace Kelly. Shane Matthew Kibbers. Sean Peter Kinley. Lizea Soraya Kinville. Abigail Jean Kirkpatrick, magna cum laude. Braden James Creechy. Abigail Rose Cuncho. Landon James Lane. Hannah Jane Lalevich, magna cum laude. Megan Gabriella Langens, magna cum laude. Ashley Izelle Laura. Sylvia Maria Lara. Jonathan Dewey Lee. Gage Michael Lefebvre. Juliette Marie Leonard. Natasha Isabella Linares, magna cum laude. Brandon Lee Lindberg.
You got this.
Nelson Edward Lindberg. Lindgard. Jillian K. Lisby. Savannah Jean Lisgum, cum laude. Nevaeh Marie Locke. Shenardrick Thaddeus Rashawn Lockett. Ashley Ann Leneski. Josh Smith Longchamp.
Hey, you got it. I promise. You got it.
Terrence Gary Loring. Charles John Louis II. Dorian Lewis June. Thomas Lee Luke. Wyatt Tyson Luce. Emma Jane Lynn, summa cum laude. Destiny Ray McDonald. Lindsay Ann Mackesy. Emma Danielle Maldonado. Therese Mandan. Naomi White Manji. Braddock Rowan Marshall, summa cum laude. Derek Santiago Marston. Caden William Martin. Hannah Raylan Martin. Hayden James Mason. Leah Marie Massey, summa cum laude. Caroline Keels Massey, magna cum laude. Jet Michael McCauley. Peyton Ryan McGee. Delaney Jaden McLashin. Trey Allen McLean. Austin Bryce McPhillamy. Damian Michael Medina. David James Medina. Dylan James Medina. Peyton Christine Meinhardt, magna cum laude. B. Victoria Meese. Abigail Renee Melton, magna cum laude. Cassandra Michalakis, magna cum laude. Ava Josephine Miller, magna cum laude. Thank you. Olivia Ann Miller. Cameron James Mogensen. Scott Adam Moore. Giovanni Antonio Guillermo Mugaro. Sierra Lynn Mullenix, magna cum laude.
Dylan Joseph Mullen. Marissa Nicole Musio. Selena Dawn Myers. Ashlyn Marie Neese. Zion Noel Nemhard. Matthew Joseph Newberry Kroll. Ruby Nunez. Blake Mitchell Obaugh, magna cum laude. Alexander Ty Obsitnik. Jayla Yvette Ocasio. Julian Mackenzie Ortiz. Victor Joshua Otero Smith, Jr., cum laude. Nathaniel James Othon.
Emphasize the grant.
Jaden Graham Padilla. Michaela Rose Parker, magna cum laude. Davin Wyatt Parks. Aiden Charlie Parrish, magna cum laude. Chandler Romine Parsons, II. Mia Lynn Peabody. Maya Lynn Peabody. Skylar Mackenzie Pensick. Allison Ruby Rayanne Penland. Gabriel Edward Penrod. Nathan Alexander Perez, cum laude. Kaylee Elizabeth Perky, magna cum laude. Gavin Ryland Parada. Chase Wellington Perry. Kiara Lee Petro. Angelo Giovanni Piazza.
Yeah, can we get a picture?
Willem Ruslanovich Piech. Ainsley Brooke Powell. Shyla Ann Kuumaka Powell. Sebastian John Powers, magna cum laude. James Edward Prachniak. Tyshawn Jermaine Presley, Jr. Justin Robert Price, cum laude. Destiny Albertha Natalie Price, cum laude. Zemi Joy Price, cum laude. Diamond Shaylee Pullen. Jacob Henry Radel. Lily Madeline Rader, magna cum laude. Lexis Lorraine Raff-Snyder. Madison Renee Ralph. Ariana Mercedes Ramirez. Juliana Isabella Ramirez, summa cum laude. Anthony Isaiah Ramos. Cody Daniel Rollerson.
Thank you.
Jalen Victoria Regenstein. Tyler James Rhodes, summa cum laude. Kaysen Julia Ann Rickard. Abigail Lynn Robinson. Alicia Savina Robinson, cum laude. Daniel George Robinson, cum laude. Alex Weislaw Rodriguez. Nayeli Rodriguez. Gunnar William Rogers. Pamela Denise Romero. Alondra Romero Gomez. Xander Alaric Rosada Sessa, magna cum laude. Aiden Alexander Ruiz, cum laude. John Gabriel Ruiz Rodriguez. Shayla Jade Rush. Paul Michael Ryneck Jr. Elizabeth Anne-Marie Sakalowski, cum laude. Amia Jada St. Cyr. Victoria Eniali Salgado.
Brooklyn Michelle Sarton, cum laude. Micah Thomas Satterfield. Nicholas Alexander Satterfield. Isaac Matthew Schaefer, magna cum laude. Abigail Ann Shear. Caleb Omari Seaborn. Tristan Autumn Sador, cum laude. Natasha Marie Seeley. Leah Ann Setzer. Eviliani Janine Severino, magna cum laude. Katie Lynn Shaw, cum laude. Kelly Ann Shaw. Sarah Mabarka Sheeran, summa cum laude. Victoria Sinarine. Hunter Kaylee Seifert, magna cum laude. Bradley William Sills. Jaya Sage Simpson. Evan Michael Slogter, magna cum laude. Renaya Lynn Smith, cum laude. Martina Maderos Cabral Fortuna Suarez. Lysandra Catherine Solomon. Nicholas Vanny's son, Jr. Lily Caitlin Stahl, summa cum laude. Kaylee Elizabeth Stites, magna cum laude. Jade Alexis Story, cum laude. Timothy Wilton Streetman Jr., summa cum laude. Kyle Matthew Strickland. Jenna Lee Tanksley. Brittany Jade Tarman, summa cum laude.
Yours truly. Can I say it with you?
Aiden Levi Tatro, magna cum laude. Alyssa Marie Taylor. Bryce Allen Taylor, magna cum laude. Wade Theresius. Americus Joseph Thomas. Gabriel Isaac Thompson, summa cum laude. Andrew Edmund Thorne, magna cum laude. Jalen Loomis Tibbs, cum laude. Aisha Rochelle Tice, magna cum laude. Brooklyn Elizabeth Timberman. Monica Elizabeth Tiseo. Ryland Dean Tolliver, cum laude. Keesai John Tordesillas, summa cum laude. Madison Janine Townsend. Leonardo Perez Trent. Kayla Trong, magna cum laude. Ava Marie Vaquero. Jessica Alexandra Valmira. Cole Addison Venegas, summa cum laude. Paige Ann Vanderwide. Jonathan Michael Van Hees. Kylie Marie Vasquez. Alvaro Angel Vega Gonzalez. Julius Alberto Velasquez. Jacob Holt Vincent. Janika Justina Vincent. Sander Vincent, summa cum laude. Aaron Elijah Virgo. Layla Oprah Voltaire, cum laude. Elizabeth Swan Vu, summa cum laude. Dominic James Walker, magna cum laude. Ivy Lynn Walmsley. Colton Paul Walters.
Thanks, Dad. I love you.
True Caden Ward.
Thank you for everything with my sister.
Of course. Ashley Mary Wasson, summa cum laude. Gavin Matthew Weisler. Cole Austin Weitzel. Arante Najaquan Wesley. Betty Lou Grace Westby. Garen Stephen Whalen. Jacob John Joseph White. Javiante Tyshawn Williams. Alexandra Scott Wirtz. Katie Rose Wooden. Grant David Warden, magna cum laude. Finn Jacob Wiley, magna cum laude. Jasmine Rose Yamashita, magna cum laude.
Class of 2024 graduates, please stand. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2024.